It didn't work.
You're bad.
Nope, not coming. I wanted to burp into the intro, but I can't force burps.
You're stupid.
Anyway, hey guys.
Yes, welcome back to... It's time, yet again, dear fuck, God, volume 15 now. I want to die. I don't like doing these.
What? What? You don't like them?
I don't like making videos. Anyway.
You are so bad. I love to play the Friendsim.
I like the information.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
alright, we're gonna play One Sheet Charun.
One Sheet is written by the person who did Tagore and Gaelic and Tisius.
You know, we're probably gonna upload this after the other one we're gonna do, but yes.
And then Charun is written by the person who did Stelsa.
Oh wait, you know what? If we're gonna upload it afterwards, it's not like we need to be quiet about it.
Oh no, we're going to upload this after the secret thing that we can't talk about that we're going to discuss in the video that comes after the thing that we're uploading.
Fucking
Earthbound Halloween hack.
You bet. Nah, but
Undertale.
We're recording this before, but it's probably gonna be uploaded after the Halloween hack.
Megalovania 2.
Anyway.
Okay, this person.
Yeah.
Okay, feel good. Point go.
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet.
Point go again.
One She seems, I don't know, man, you name it, I'm tired. And then Charun's is Charun's Cave.
Oof.
Is that a rename or a new one?
I feel like this is a new one.
You really think so?
Maybe. That Tobby Fox, maybe?
Maybe. I almost burped, but it still didn't happen.
You're bad.
I'm so disappointed. I wanted to burp into the intro. It's like a sitting...
Stop.
It's Mint Chip Leaf. Wow, go.
Mint Chip Leaf is assuming direct control. Here we go. You ready?
Yes.
Oh man. God, fuck, God, shit, damn. I wanna die. No creatives, conventional or otherwise.
I feel like you're gonna like this one.
Ooh.
I've heard it's really good.
Alright.
So don't be such a bum.
Banana check.
Fucking looking at your memes and it's like, oh, I have to stop looking at memes.
You're bad.
Alright.
You walk with a purpose. You don't really have a purpose, aside from friendship, of course. But you know these streets pretty well by this point, so you can at least strut like you've got one. Oh.
Alright.
Oh, it's nice and painless.
Nice and short. Oh! Okay, so we got Charun, scroll over. Ooh, a little smiley. Now we got One Sheet.
Little callarts. Yeah.
Callart. This is bad.
You're bad.
I like Callart stuff, though, I'm not gonna lie. They got nice art, you know?
Sometimes.
You're bad.
Sometimes.
You're bad.
You're bad. Anyway,
we're gonna do Charun Krojib first.
You guys see that book we can't look at?
Yeah, it's it says Diary of what was it? Diary of a Cullable Wiggler. Yeah, Diary of a Cullable Wiggler.
Oh yeah.
We translated that beforehand because we're silly.
Thanks, Trace Excalibur, to your spoilips. Let's go.
Stupid.
All right, it's time. Playing for the dumb hat person.
You're so dunkly.
You're dunkly.
I'm excited for Charun.
Got double Michag.
Yeah, sure does.
Okay, here we go.
Maybe never mind. Keep going.
Here we go. Actually, you know what? You think you've had it up to here with friendship? Yeah, that's right. Tell him. You're sure you'll be back on your regular friend-making bullshit later, but today is just one of those days. A curl up under the blankets with your favorite show, short of the sort of day. A leave your phone on silent and say nothing to no one, sort of day.
If only my life was that easy sometimes.
And, honestly, you've watched a friend almost die of poisoning, and gazed upon the juggalo afterlife. You think you've more than earned a day, or night, rather.
Conglomerate memories.
Of respite like this. So, just for today, you turn your back on this new swath of Alternian City you were considering walking through, and head back to ye old hideout. No explorations now. Only bed.
Except Charun is there.
You drag yourself up the scaffolding to your hidey hole. More than anything, more than binging on media or relaxing amidst peace and quiet, you want to take a nice, long nap. So you spill yourself into the little pile of bedding, pillows, and various pieces of clothing you manage to throw together and settle in. As soon as your body touches it, you're out like a light. But it isn't very long until you're awake again, and not because your body is rousing itself after sufficient slumber, but because of a persistent scrabbling sound. A persistent scrabbling sound that's followed by a long, loud thunk.
Bed.
Triple word score. Let's go. Typically, that wouldn't be enough to get you up. You're a pretty heavy sleeper, but the noise is accompanied by the nagging sensation that whatever is making the noise is in the room with you, and that has you bolting upright. You must have woken up in the middle of your REM cycle because you feel like a mummy rising out of the crypt. Is this real life, or is this just fantasy?
Stupid.
Your brain struggles to make sense of your surroundings through the fog of residual sleepiness that still settled over you as you stumble to your feet. Eventually, you're able to discern the noise is coming from behind and above you, around where the ceiling is.
Did it, finally, God.
What the hell? Is there a raccoon crawling in the vents? Does Alternia even have raccoons? If it does, you're pretty sure you wouldn't want to meet one, but you can't exactly leave it in your living space either. You have to investigate. The noise isn't coming from the ceiling like you thought, but from a platform that's been shoved unceremoniously to the very back of the watchtower. There's a large object in front of it that wasn't there before. A giant curved lens that could only have come from the hole that is now on the side of the platform structure. Maybe this was an old telescope or camera that the Condess was once used for surveillance. The scrabbling continues. It's coming from within the structure. You're not eager for whatever it is in there to come jumping out at you as soon as you stick your head inside, but you steel your nerves and hoist yourself up. You find yourself face to face with not some weird animal or bug, but a troll.
That's even worse.
Oh!
Got that. Ooh. Turn up the volume. It's peaceful.
Like living in a cave.
You're stupid. Go.
This is a bona fide friend opportunity. It's practically fallen into your lap, but you find yourself unexpectedly ornery about it.
What is ornery, Megan?
Sorta.
Okay.
Why do you do this to me, man? Why do you do this?
Why do you not know the word? Weren't you the word master?
I know this word. I don't remember the definition. It doesn't sound like it's supposed to sound. Yeah.
Combative, grumpy. Okay. Bad-tempered. Got it. Like, damn it, I just wanted a nap.
You would think that you would expect some privacy in your own home. Or, well, the place you've adopted as home, in Alternia anyway. But apparently not. Even when you've decided that you aren't in a friending mood, there the universe goes, yeeting new friends into your path anyways.
Our fucking... MSPA man was before yeeting, but okay. MSPA person.
Can't you go a day on this planet without dancing the whole friendship Fortnite dance? It quickly becomes obvious that this mysterious stranger isn't going to offer you anything more than enigmatic gazing into the middle distance. What exactly are they doing in your hideout, you ask? If they were thinking about moving in, they could have at least asked you first. You're the current occupant, after all.
Go. Oh, okay, voice time.
Self-voicing enabled. Quran.
What?
Self-voicing disabled.
Quran.
Quran.
Don't you mean Charun? Quran. Fucking... The
All right.
Quran. Here we go.
I'm glad it's the Quran.
The Quran is here.
Oh shit. Why did it decide? I guess C-H-A-R, Deadringer for care. Car.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'll move in.
Oh no. Oh god. Oh no.
I already have a hive. I came up here for that.
They point past you. You can only assume they're referring to the giant lens you'd seen on the floor. Well, if they gotten what they'd come for, why are they still hanging out in the platform's innards like this?
I'm stuck.
And they didn't try calling for help?
I didn't notice you. Wherever you came from. I didn't think anyone else was here.
Would they, perhaps, like some help?
A little slow.
A little bit, Damn it. How many times?
Maybe.
As you hop down from the platform, you find your ire draining from you much like flesh juice from a pimple. It's difficult to stay angry upon witnessing what's probably the most pathetic burglary attempt ever, and that's counting your little fiasco with your ship. After walking around to the other side of the platform, you can see the troll's booted legs sticking out from a gap in the structure. It looks much too narrow for anyone to crawl through, and yet that's exactly what they must have done in order to push the lens out from behind. You yell that you're going to try and pull them out. You hear a faint, muttered,
Okay.
and reach up to grab them around the waist, pulling hard. It takes a couple of tries, but with one last particularly hard tug, you're finally able to pull them free. They tumble down on top of you.
Thanks. For getting me unstuck. And breaking my fall.
You didn't really do that part on purpose, but you're glad they appreciated it, yes. They seem pretty content to continue lying on top of you, actually, but they're heavy, so you wriggle out from underneath them like an earwig from under a rock, and clamber to your feet. You nod at the lens. That's what they want, huh? The troll sits up, crossing their legs. You can see them more clearly now, that they aren't sequestered inside the platform, although their face is obscured a little by their shaggy hair and floppy, wide-brimmed stupid hat.
You're mean. I like Charun's hat.
They look about as sleepy as you felt earlier. As sleepy as you're in danger of feeling again, in fact. Their voice is slow and regular, like a metronome dunked in molasses.
Well, shit.
And it almost threatens to send you right back to bed.
Oh, it's here. Yeah. So... This is the new voice, the more monotone. You click faster, damn it.
No.
Can I have it?
You swear you can feel your friend-making juices start circulating through your body again with a vengeance after the little sabbatical.
No.
You're not really sure why you came over here before. Turned down the chance to make a new friend. You? Wow. Who kidnapped you and replaced you with a total stranger for a few hours there? You tell the troll, of course they can have the lens. It's not like you're doing anything with it, or like it's even yours to begin with. It was just abandoned here, along with the rest of this broken down tech. Curiously, you ask what they want it for. Are they building something? Perhaps they're an engineer of some sort?
No. Climbing all the way up here. Just for some building material. Would be pretty dumb. I want to use it for. Alright.
Huh.
Okay.
Can't wait to fucking... God, I'm gonna have to like edit loading icons on this face.
Oh, Lord.
Huh.
It is like sitting at like 99% and you're like...
You look at the lens again skeptically. It's a cool lens, you suppose, but it mostly looks like exactly what it is. A hunk of junk. They want to make art out of this? That work must be pretty,
trashy.
modern. Alright.
Weird versus interesting. I guess we can say weird. That's the more insulting one, probably.
Can't wait to get our expectations subverted.
Yep.
Woo.
Ah. Yeah.
The two of you alternate between looking at the lens and each other for a while. Usually over the course of making a new friend, they usually would have asked you to do something by now, or presented you with some sort of choice between two potential courses of action. Is there anything they'd like to do now that they've retrieved their art materials? What?
Go ahead.
This is dumb. Page 11. Here we go.
Try ...
I hope we're keeping track of this. Guess it's all on you then. They probably want to take the lens back to their hive, right?
I would, but... I'm tired. And hungry. Foraging for garbage takes a lot of energy. And I used the last of it climbing up here. I don't think I'll be able to carry it by myself.
They really didn't think this whole junk heist thing through very well, did they? But would you look at that? This is an excellent time to make a suggestion.
Oh my goodness. Lordy Christy.
You silly.
I hope that these options are for the bad ending, because like there was only one time that happened, and that was on I believe Yemen's route, and it was, but I think it wasn't really an option. I think it was like a you have to do it one. You know what I mean? Anyway. Okay, why not look for more trash easily portable, or you can help carry it. 4 arms are better than 2. Let's go with why not look for more easily portable trash. Yeah, why not look?
Sure, this giant lens is pretty neat, but there's probably plenty of other cool stuff they could use that wouldn't be such a pain to move. Your new friend considers this scratching their cheek.
There is one place that I go to a lot for material.
You nod. Maybe the two of you could go there, then.
The place where we cleaned up Follicle and... Except we didn't clean Follicle, and where Boulder died.
You could help. You'll even graciously hold on to the lens for them so they can come get it some other time.
Okay. I would have to come back for it. Even if you hadn't said anything, though. Oh.
Hot shit.
They take you to a garbage dump. You read.
Why did you read this?
Because you weren't reading.
I was looking at the thing.
Baby.
They take you to a garbage dump. It's full of garbage. Or a river, to be completely accurate, which has plenty of garbage washed up on its shore. Something about the strength and direction of the river's currents here seem to pull in the waste that's been dumped into it, concentrating the debris on this muddy patch of land. You're not sure what you expected, really. You had fleeting thoughts of a gleaming art supply store. Well, they did intimate that... This is a verb. Intimate.
Okay.
That they work primarily with garbage.
Here we are.
The garbage zone.
God, the slow Charun experience. The take your sweet time in the quiet and do nothing for a minute. Okay. You better not tell anyone about this place. It's a real treasure trove.
They nail you with another intense stare. No, you say, of course.
Another one. When was there ever one?
Of course not.
I guess that first one.
Their trash haven is safe with you.
Oh.
Satisfied, they pull up the bandana sitting around their neck to cover their nose and mouth. Looks like they're ready to get to work.
Also, it looks like a cat face.
Cracks
a long cat face.
Cracks open a can of poisonous gas.
Oh no.
We die.
Shit.
You're not sure.
You know my secret. Anyway.
You're not sure what you should be looking for, though. More discarded computer equipment? Or are they in more of a toilet paper roll and yogurt cup kind of mood?
Whatever catches your eye. If you see anything, just shout.
Now that they mention it, you never got their name.
I'm Charun. Or Karen.
You're dumb.
Or Karan.
Eat a new.
Sorry, Karan.
You're stupid.
I'm Karan. If you have chitter, you could follow me.
Alrighty.
Read faster! Fucking, we already have to sit through Charun's nothingness for so long, and you just sit
so
here
bad.
and you're like, alright.
You're bad.
Alright.
I'm getting in the zone.
Fucking stupid.
Let me get in the zone, Karen.
Get in the zone in the middle of the recording. People are gonna be so bored. Just go!
They hold out their hand for your palm husk. You hand it to them, and they fiddle with it for a second before returning it to you and traipsing off. A little clicking around reveals that they're now on your Twitter following list, but also that they've taken the liberty of downloading a new app. An app with a purple-pink camera icon, and okay, you recognize this one as well. Except in Alternia, it's apparently called Pinsa Spam.
Fucking, Instagram.
Yep. Searching their Twitter handle leads you to their account on here too. At least, you think it's their account. It's hard to tell from the profile picture, which is a blurry shot of one of their horns and the brim of their hat. Most of what you can see is sky. Maybe skimming their account will give you a better idea of their aesthetic. You scroll down through photographs that are similarly enigmatic. An intense close-up of a sewer drain lid, the curve of a piece of ceramic, a poor beast sniffing the camera.
Good.
They've got quite the number of followers, despite the fact that nobody seems to know who they are and that they never reply to comments. You've got a friend in common too. User Sarava Streams for Sweeps has liked a slew of their most recent posts. Liked. None of this is very helpful. You also realize that you're standing here stalking your new friend on their phone like a creep, when you could just, go talk to them some more, so you hurry off after them. By the time you catch up, they're squinting at something.
What's that over there?
You follow their gaze. It's a hideout of some kind, a small cave tucked into the rock.
It's good, I like that expression.
The two of you approach it curiously. Charun stoops to peer at something on the ground near its entrance, but you decide to venture further in. You think you might hear voices, and their sources become apparent once you've taken a few steps inside.
Charun.
Oh
my god!
Oh no, it's the nut.
Goes here. Again.
I don't even remember, man.
Who goes there?
Oh.
Reveal yourself.
Oh.
Oh, it's just you. Back for round 2.
Yeah, dog. Gonna die. Gonna fucking get punted off of Mount Everest again.
Oh no. The likelihood of this battle's outcome being anything other than me kicking your ass is exactly 0. Typically, this would be a massive waste of my time. But luckily for you, I have nothing better to do.
As Daj surges forward, presumably to attack you, but any air of intimidation his little speech might have had is quickly diffused by Connell grabbing him firmly by the back of his coat
Fucking.
and yanking him back.
Sprites.
So bad. Expand hand.
Daja, don't be rude.
As Daj shrugs Connell's hand away, the quiet sizzle of his psionics is like the hiss of a pissed-off cat.
Wait.
This, my dear Connell, is merely smack talk. As a prince among my caste, rudeness is simply not a part of my repertoire.
Oh, this snorts.
Well then, stop being a strife-hungry dick! My friend is delicate, okay?
You protest that you aren't at all as delicate as the last time you'd run into each other. You've seen some shit. As though just sparkly, sly nonsense doesn't scare you now. The two of them are too focused on each other to pay attention to you.
What the fuck are we doing?
Where is this route going?
I don't know, it's interesting.
What?
You telling me not to fight for once is pretty rich. Don't you think I feel the same as you? It's been too long since I've had someone to punch.
You should punch each other.
Whose bright idea was it in the first place? To hole up here in a trash dump for days. For days?
Okay, whatever. It's the same thing as saying nights.
I've told you over and over again that we are here because our quarry is somewhere close. Our quarry is somewhere close. Our query.
You kindly inform Azdaja that he's saying the words wrong.
Oh, is it query? Our query is nearby. Anyway.
No.
We just have to figure out exactly where. It's a perfectly rational plan. You would see that if you just think for a second.
You watch helplessly as Charun transforms into Kenshiro and fucking kills both of them.
Are you guys fluctuating into the Kosmesis quadrant? How are you guys doing in that whole quadrant relationship thing going on?
Yikes. You thought that maybe you could have a nice three-way friend reunion, but they're too busy squabbling. Meanwhile, where had Charun gotten off to? You slink away from the escalating sniping, looking around for them.
Fucking pointless interaction.
Alright. World building. You're not entirely surprised when you find them hunched over some object on the ground, poking at it. You know these two, you say in a stage whisper, pointing in Connell and Azdaja's direction.
I know those two.
You could introduce them once there's not quite so much yelling going on. Charun pulls down their bandana to answer.
No thanks. I found something more interesting over here. Yes, I love Charun.
They gesture at the object.
This is a great find. I'm trying to like not do it in completely monotone, but like, you know.
It's an intact Snickers bar.
Shit.
I've never seen anything like it. I could make something amazing out of this.
You take a proper look at the object. It appears to be a miniature satellite dish with a few pipe cleaners sticking out of it. Unlike all the other stuff out here, though, this object is moving.
It's a bug.
It's a child.
Oh no!
The dish is rotating, while a few lights glimmer softly at its
Then I
base.
can make a beanie out of this.
You're pretty sure this isn't trash. And weren't Connell and Azdaja just discussing tracking someone? Whatever this is probably belongs to them.
Yeah. That's why you got to distract them.
Oh boy.
So I can nab it.
Okay, this is no longer scavenging. This is straight up thievery. In case you forgot something this person does not mind to do.
Yeah.
You glance at Connell and Azdaja again. They're so preoccupied with arguing with each other that they haven't even looked your way. But once they realize the tracker is missing, they'll probably decide to go after Charun to get it back.
If that happens, stall them so I can get away in time. Charun doesn't give a shit about us.
No. This doesn't sit right with you. You don't want to screw your two other friends over, and the energy between them is so weird right now. The verbal sparring looks about a hair's breadth away from turning into physical sparring, but they also kinda look like they want to make out.
Cosmesis
Oh, no.
appeared. They're
Oh.
cosmesis now. They're fluctuating.
Oh no, it's that raunchy teen romance.
Oh shit! Going. Fuck! I
Why
rolled
did
it. I rolled it. I'm sorry. Go.
You're bad. Whatever's going on, you don't want to be caught in the middle of it. That, however, sounds exactly like what Charun wants you to do.
I'll make it up to you
Oh yeah.
someday.
Oh no. Before you can make a decision, Charun tucks the piece of tech under their arm. They take a running leap towards a fence that sections off this gross trash shore from the woods, vaulting over it in an impressive display of athletic prowess.
Let them go.
You cringe. Charun is really leaving you in the lurch here. This is so not the kind of thing a good friend would do. But then maybe you were never really friends in the first place.
Anyway.
The nut
Alright,
zone.
well, that was an ending.
The newt zone.
Go.
Alright. Cool route. Lots of options.
Dunkley. Alright, next.
Alright, let's carry it.
4 arms are better than 2. You do that. Make sure you're careful with it.
Of course.
I could shatter it right now.
You'll treat it with all the delicacy of an egg in an egg and spoon race.
Fall on our ass on top of it.
Not that you've ever been much good at egg and spoon races.
I don't know what that is.
Carrying it to the watchtower's entrance is easy enough.
That was pretty good at egg and spoon races.
You're supposed to fling the egg to the finish line, right? That's how you win.
No.
Just fling it there and then catch it.
So bad.
That's how you win. Maneuvering down the cliff face is more complicated. You manage by holding it between you as you navigate from foothold to foothold. Oof. When you reach the bottom, the troll looks like they're ready to sit down again right there in the brush, but you urge them on. Resting in their hive will probably be much more comfortable.
That's the wrong way.
Sheepishly, you whirl back around from the random direction you were about to stride towards and follow them instead. With them leading the way and you bringing up the rear, the two of you shamble along the path with all the easy grace of 2 people in a horse costume, but you make it to your new companion's hive much quicker than you would have expected. They come to a stop in front of the entrance to a cave in another cliffside. This is their place, isn't very far from yours at all. You're surprised that you haven't run into them until now. They're practically a neighbor.
I've seen you around before. You're pretty hard to miss.
Really? They should have said hi and introduced themselves. The two of you could have been hanging out all this time.
I don't like to hang out. Didn't feel like it. Yeah, it's me. That's fucking me. Besides, I was missing me.
Me IRL.
Anyway.
With more of the scavenging and art business, you guess.
So stupid.
Oh well. You're getting to know each other now, which is what's important. Speaking of, you've been talking and walking along, and you haven't even exchanged names yet. How remiss of you. Usually you would have gotten introductions out of the way from the moment they broke into your hideout.
Except for the fact that I know everyone's name automatically, usually.
Sometimes telepathically. But it's been an odd sort of night.
That's okay. I'm Charun.
You're bad.
Now come on, let's go inside.
They pull you and the lens forward. They, didn't ask your name in return, which is good, because you don't have one.
Yep.
But you manage to bumblingly introduce yourself. Oops. As you lurch along into their hive.
Nice to meet you, MSPA man.
At home on Earth. Jesus Christ. You had to think about garages.
Look, there's a troll back there. The fuck?
What?
This is a troll back there.
Alright. Ooh.
Also, Lil Kyle is in here, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What?
It's underneath the text.
Oh. You had to think about garages. You thought it was interesting to scope the sort of stuff people ended up accumulating. You've seen some real gems in your day. A collection of singing and dancing novelty plant figurines. A small army of Furbies. Without any fur.
Oh.
The beat-up remains of some kind of cat mascot costume. The inside of Charun's hive is as if every single weird garage you've ever seen converged to exist simultaneously in the same cave. The platonic ideal of garages.
I guess this is just what Charun does. And also, nice fucking Cooper Goon. Look at that.
It's all shiny.
It is, and it's weird because it shines beyond the slime.
Ooh.
Anyway, it's radioactive.
It's hard to believe that someone...
Which is why Charun is so slow at talking.
Bad. It's hard to believe that someone lives here. If you look closer, though, you begin to notice homey comforts, tucked among the metal junkyard scraps and broken furniture piled over the floors and all the way up the craggy cave walls. Our Cooper Raccoon sits on the ledge on one wall. And you think that's a kitchen cabinet wedged into another? And there's the slave.
So what do you think?
It's pretty cozy.
It's a bathroom all the way up there.
It's pretty
Toilet.
Classy, you say, giving them a double thumbs up. The stalactites are a nice touch. Yeah, they came with the apartment.
I meant about my art.
Oh, the art. Of course.
Obviously the only thing I care about. Do you see this place?
You cast around desperately. Charun's hive is such a jumble of miscellany that it's impossible for you to figure out which of it is art materials, which are finished artworks, and which are Charun's actual belongings.
I mean, there's obviously a trash troll back there. That one's nice.
There's a pretty gnarly skull over there. Believes in the eye sockets. The angle at which that umbrella sticks out of that lawn chair is really, compelling. You settle on a purple object in one corner that looks more like a traditional sculpture than a bunch of household items stuck together. Those curves, that amaranthine hue, truly an inspiring piece. Charun looks at you strangely.
It's just the load gaper.
Bad.
Go.
This man didn't recognize his own toilet.
You don't know much about art, do you?
Busted. No, you really don't. Remily had taught you the importance of giving the people what they want. And Amicia had taught you the importance of putting a tarp down before lopping off a head, so paint doesn't get all over the floor. But you hadn't learned very much about actually creating art from them. As you gaze around the cave again, you find that you really want to understand. Clearly this is something that's important to Charun. Otherwise, why would they spend the majority of their time on it? You, too, wish to experience the marvels of the creative process. If only there were a way for you to learn. Ooh, hand on forehead. Ooh.
Bad. Go. If you want to that badly.
Become one with the trash.
You could make something out of what I've collected.
Oh boy, it's meat morp time.
Yay!
Really? But they must have worked so hard to find all this. Is it really fine for you to just dick around with it? You're surprised to see that Charun looks pleased at what you're saying. It's maybe the most expressive you've seen them since you met.
Yay, art. All art is dicking around.
Looks like you're already starting to get it. You smile proudly.
And anyway, if you make something sucky,
They shrug their shoulders.
I can just take it apart again and reuse its separate components to make something else.
Your smile flags a little.
Where do you want to start?
You rub your chin thoughtfully, wandering over to the lawn chair with the umbrella in it. A pile of fabric is stacked on top. You rifle through it until you find some colors you like. Then you walk across to the other side of Charun's hive, searching for other items you might be able to use. Charun doesn't offer much in terms of guidance, aside from cautioning you away from a couple of objects that are actually finished artworks. Oops. You end up with an armful of knickknacks that you put down in front of what is now a lamppost, but will soon be your canvas of choice. Then you get to work. The fabric you twirl all around the post. You tie the smaller objects, a snow globe, an old boot, a fancy Santa, onto it with a string. On top, perch a rubber Walmart goose.
Okay.
That makes a majestically horrible noise when pressed.
You should put the fucking water. And no, it's not. But what is a Walmart goose?
I don't know what a Walmart goose is.
All I was reminded of was that fucking,
the fucking red
chicken.
chicken.
Yeah, the chicken noise. The chicken noise.
You're bad. You're stupid.
Go.
What is the Walmart? You got Walmart on Alternia. Of all the things, Walmart's the same.
It might not be called Walmart. We may just be
Yeah.
calling it a Walmart goose.
We
but
recognize the goose.
yes. Fucking Walmart goose. What the fuck is that? Go.
As your art piece comes together under your hands, you take a few steps back every now and then to appraise it from further away, making adjustments whenever you find something you're not happy with. Finally, it's complete. You turn to ask Charun's opinion, nearly flushed with pride and adrenaline from having successfully made a thing.
Charun is disappointed.
They don't look very impressed. Your face falls. What's wrong? Did you use too much orange? Were the scattered lustrous teeth a little too out there?
Listen, you're overthinking this. Just do what feels right.
You frown. Don't think it all in. Let your instincts drive you.
Thinking a little is probably good too.
Okay, don't overthink it, but don't abandon rational thought altogether. Let your feelings guide you, but not completely. Pretty vague, but sure. You'll give it another shot. You strip the lamppost back
I
down.
feel like if you were on Alternia, you would make like no friends and probably die.
Accurate.
You'd be the one to be like, that doesn't make any sense. And Charun would be upset and kick you out.
Yeah, well, at least I still have my dignity.
And then you die. Upsetting too many people. Anyway, go.
Make 0 friends.
Go, 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 go.
And this time, you don't spend too long regarding it in all its nude metal glory. You begin working immediately, whipping around Charun's hive in a flurry of cave dust and determination, grabbing things as soon as you lay eyes on them. What? Oh god.
Charun really likes it.
Looks more and more fascinated the longer you're at it. It's not long until their eyes are positively gleaming. Soon they're taking step after tentative step towards you, as if drawn to you by the sheer force of your artistic energies.
Okay.
They look like they might want to join in, actually. Oof, gross.
Is that okay? Sexy, that's hot. Come on.
Oh no.
I see what you're going for, I think. Yeah, come join.
Trash zone. Foreplay.
Your vibe has got me all inspired.
Of course. The more the merrier. You'd love to see what the two of you could create together.
You're so bad. Go.
With a barely there smile.
I love collaborations. This is so good. This is cute, actually.
Look at you polluting it with your dirty mind.
It's cute. I think it's cute.
You said the newts first. Get out of here. Plants a traffic cone. They got traffic cones there. That's silly.
Yay!
At the base of the... That's good. That one drawing that Mitchag made.
Oh yeah. Okay. Did I draw a traffic cone in that one?
I think you did.
You can put it up.
There's a stop sign.
I'll fucking send it to you and put... I know there was... Okay, continue.
Charun plants a traffic cone at the base of the lamppost with great plum.
By the way, that picture is an old drawing I did of Micheg's drawing. Like, that's something Micheg drew when he was not actually that young, because he's bad at art. I mean, he's not bad at art, he's just...
A young bad.
He's not practiced.
A small boy of 7 sweeps.
Go.
And you're off. It's all a blur after that. The two of you move in unison, like you're co-piloting a Jaeger, except instead of a giant robot, you're steering a feverish, creativity-propelled
You suddenly play something wrong and Charun loses their shit.
Maul you to death.
Bad. Go.
Fugue state.
Also, there's a lot of light pouring in here. What happens when the sun's up?
Dead.
I got that. That's what it has for.
What?
Wow. Stop hitting my arm.
It's right there.
Just don't want to hit it. Every time you want to hit the arm, just hit the bed.
I'll hit myself.
Okay, that sounds good. Actually, every time you hit me, I'll just slap you on the face.
No.
Wow. I think we're almost done.
You stand back from your newly forged pile of brick and brack, mopping the sweat from your brow. They're right. You're almost finished. Almost. You need to add the finishing touch. The piece de resistance. And you know just the thing.
Uh-oh.
With great conviction, you pick up a box from the floor, tearing it open so that its contents fall all over your sculpture.
Oh no. My polysacchariferous slats.
You freeze. Were those cooking ingredients? You seem to have gotten carried away. You start apologizing, but Charun is already waving your words away.
It's fine. Looks better like this. Too good to waste as food.
Like the polysacchariferous slat.
I don't know. Too good to waste as food. Okay. Anyway, I can find other things to eat.
You both regard your creation, heaving for breath. You're done. As exhausted as you are, a wonderful calm settles over you as you admire the result of your hard work.
Yes. Beautiful.
It really, really is. You don't know how, because you don't think you'd actually done anything different compared to your first try. Maybe you just got lucky.
Yeah.
But, regardless of exactly how it came about, this is one of the most bizarrely sublime things you think you've ever laid eyes on in your life.
I think the end card's gonna show us the
I certainly hope so. And the longer you stare at it, the more layers and depth reveal themselves to you, like the petals of a newly bloomed flower opening to the sunlight of spring. Abruptly, irresistibly, you feel yourself gripped in the throes of profound new knowledge. Knowledge of the Elder Gods. Charun's artworks are pointless and weird, but perhaps that's what gives them their charm. Whenever you just say Cal Arts.
Stop being bad.
In such an uncertain and violent world, where troll kills troll, and where you might be trapped in an endless Sisyphean journey across the planet in search of new friends, for a brief moment, you can have this. You can stand here, awash in appreciative what the fuck at this masterpiece you've crafted out of a bunch of other people's trash, marveling at how you've birthed something greater than yourself. Sometimes, trash can be beautiful, just like you. You're trash, not beautiful.
Yes.
That's the point. You think you understand now. This is what Charun must have been endeavoring to teach you. You beam at them, glowing with the joy of your discovery.
Yeah, sure.
Overthinking it.
If you say so.
Aw,
We didn't get to see it.
we made a car.
We got a joyride now, I guess.
We built a car out of garbage.
Damn! Anyway, I'm taking Charun for a joyride.
Damn.
Also, where'd Charun's hair go?
Into the trash.
Into the hat.
Slipped up there. Zoop.
Yep, that's what I used to do with my hair, actually. Especially when, like, my dad would take the hood down on the car. I'd be like, well, I don't want my hair to blow everywhere. When I had long hair. Now I have short hair. How?
Pocket dimension.
Go.
Right in there.
Alright, time to do ...
It's just a wig. ...
Go.
Switched it out. ... Okay. It was a fake choice. We got bezoozled. We got bamboozled.
And click.
Look.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So go to the other save. A fucking span. Click.
What do you want?
Go to that save.
Well, I gotta load the save.
Yeah, go to it. Now save that one over it.
Okay.
And then we'll have to save over that one later.
Okay. I'll go and fail immediately.
Load. Interesting.
Not again.
That's typical.
They squint at you like they've taken some sort of issue with your comment. Have you managed to offend them? You thought you were being polite enough given the circumstances.
Interesting is usually what people say. Yeah, that's what I thought. When they have nothing better to say. Oh, I've been called out. Sorry, it's just I say interesting a lot to things. But like they just don't have anything else to say.
I wish I could tell people to their faces that I don't care.
Baby. No, but sometimes I say like I actually think something's if I say interesting, I actually think something's interesting. If I don't care, then well, it depends on the situation, but I don't usually. I just say interesting. Like it's kind of like when someone shows you an art and you can be like, "That's great," but like, what else is there to say? You know? It's just how it is. Do you have a problem with making art out of trash?
Yes. Get out of my house. You shake your head rapidly, but the troll is already crossing their arms and shooting you. A disapproving look.
I don't think I want to talk to you anymore.
Oh no. Does that mean they're going to leave? And after you'd up and decided to try to add them to your ever-growing friend harem, too.
No. I'm tired.
Oh, okay then. They're just gonna kind of glower at you on the floor for a while, till they get their strength back enough to leave, you assume. This definitely isn't awkward at all. Friendship faux pas.
Damn.
Not again. It's the second time this week.
Baby.
What a snood. All these dunkly hands.
They like go.
Anyway,
Yay!
this concludes the routes. Let's keep your arms inside the
I forgot we have to end the video before we can go to Wanshi.
Yep.
Anyway, that was an interesting route.
Please take all personal belongings with you as you exit the ride.
You're so bad. Stop being bad!
Anyway.
Alright.
Can't wait to do this later. You're gonna get this thing in the editor.
You're so bad.
Spend 49 hours on it.
Stop being bad.
Yo.
Stop being bad. Stop being bad.
Sorry. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Click the bell if you like.
Fucking stop clicking the ending. Ending the stupid bad.
How about this one? I call it bold and brash. More like belongs in the trash.